Guys, today is a bittersweet day. Today I'm moving into my new office finally with all the stuff in the car packed. I'm ready to set it all up. The bittersweet side of that is no more editing in my boxers in the morning, but the great part is I'll finally have my very own office. Oh, finally got everything up here. Very sweaty, very out of breath. Who knew that moving in could be so tiring? Ooh, very exciting news. I didn't even realize, but something very exciting must have arrived yesterday or today to the office. Let me show you guys. You guys don't even realize how excited I'm about this. I've been waiting for this for about a week and a half. I know right now just looks like 3 big boxes, but in a second you will see what it is. All right, it's time to build. Hopefully it doesn't go as bad with IKEA shelves. We don't want any more glass shattering again. Oh yeah, how am I gonna open all these boxes? Oh, that's right. I did bring my very own knife. Let me see where I put it. Somewhere in here. Nope, not in there. This is the worst part about moving always. You don't know where everything is. Maybe I put it in my camera bag. Ah, there it is. Look at that. I got this knife from my grandpa when I was like 6 years old. It's pretty boss. Horses and all. It's made here in Finland. Should we go for the mini guy? Or does this circumstance require the big guy? I think there's a moment for the big guy to come out. That's right, Fully was kind enough to send me my very first ever standing table for my own office. Just listen to this beautiful sound. As my table just goes higher and higher. And I love it when companies just go really above and beyond. See this little guy right here? These are cable clips and they make everything look so much prettier. Look, if you look under my table, you don't see any hanging cords here because I've literally clipped them up here to the table. It's those little small details that companies do just to make the experience that much better. Fully, I am so in love with this table. I can't wait to put it to use. Thank you so much. If you guys are interested in this kind of table, I'll make sure to link it below. Getting super excited to get everything ready and built, but I think there's one thing that's missing. Oh, I know. Ah, that's a lot better. Now we're finally set up. So in honor of moving into my very first office, today I want to talk about a little bit different topic. I want to talk about how to grow your business sustainably and well. Because for myself, I've been an entrepreneur now for about 10 years, and I think I've learned quite a lot of things along the road. Not that I've done always things well, but I've learned a lot from my own mistakes. So there's no better way to learn than from someone else's mistakes and not doing it yourself. So I want to give you 3 tips on how to grow your business sustainably. So tip number 1 is invest in yourself. Yeah, that might sound quite simple, but a lot of people don't take care of themselves well. I know for myself, I've been running the business now for 10 years, and for me, it's always kind of been this mentality that let's do everything as cheap as possible in order to get as much profit. This meant I would buy gear used. Instead of paying for parking, I would go find the free parking somewhere. I try to do everything that I can as cheap as possible in order to make as much profit for myself. And this might sound good, and maybe in the beginning when you're starting your business, it's probably good to do that because you need to build up your business slowly and save money and get more gear and all that kind of stuff. But when you've been doing it for 10 years, eventually you need to start investing in yourself so that you don't burn out, so you don't lose that creative drive to do what you love doing. And I notice myself nowadays, I'm thinking a lot more, instead of just trying to save money, I'm thinking, is it wiser to save money in this moment, or is it wiser to save myself from stress? Because there's a lot of things that you have to do when you're running a business that can be quite stressful, and if you don't love doing it at all, it can become a real killer of your creativity. So for example, things like taxes. I hate doing taxes, so I have an accountant. parking. You know, if I'm shooting a wedding and it's a really stressful day and there's, you know, you're driving within the city, I'm not worrying about trying to find free parking. I'm just gonna pay for the parking, bite the bullet, even though it sucks paying for parking. I'm gonna pay for that because it's gonna save me a lot of stress on the wedding day. So these are just small things that I'm doing to try to save myself and try to keep myself healthy and thriving so I can be a creator for the next 20, 30 years. That being said, I think I'm actually gonna book myself a massage. My back has been killing from all the weddings I've been shooting. I don't know about you guys, but after doing a 12-hour wedding day, it's pretty bad on the back. So I think I'm gonna go get myself a massage soon. Tip number 2 is invest in others. I once heard a saying about any organization is that you can either have control or you can either have growth. And I know for myself, I'd rather have growth. But actually, this has been quite a struggle for me in my business career because I always kind of just wanted to do everything as cost effective and do it all myself, so I didn't want to outsource or hire other people. And as well, I was afraid that if I hired someone else, that the quality wouldn't be as good. But recently, I made a decision that I want to invest a lot more into this YouTube channel because I found it really rewarding to create this audience and community and to teach you guys about filmmaking and business and life. So I decided, how can I save myself more time? And I decided that I'm gonna outsource all my wedding video editing. I have a friend in Canada, Isaac, who's now editing all my wedding films. And at first, I was a little bit nervous. How's it gonna work out? Will it work well? Will the quality be just as good? And in fact, now that we've done a few wedding films together with small minor tweaks here and there, the wedding films are actually a lot more creative, a lot better than before. And I think it's because, you know, Isaac, he's a great editor, super creative, and he's got a lot of drive to put effort into editing the wedding films, whereas maybe I was starting to get a little bit burnt out with wedding video editing. And now that he's editing, I'm not only getting higher quality wedding videos, but I'm saving myself a lot of time. I'm saving probably 1 or 2 days of editing each week that I would usually use on editing wedding videos, and now I can do it on creating more YouTube videos for this channel and creating new products for you guys to help you in your guys' photography and filmmaking process. So not only does hiring staff save you time, but as well, you can hire people who have strengths that you don't have. So instead of doing the things that you're not that good at, you can just do the things that you really are good at and love doing to just create a super team. So if you want a growing yet sustainable business, make sure that you invest in others and hire people to be part of your team. Maybe you don't have the money to hire someone full-time, hire them for a day, freelance them for a few hours a week. Just do whatever you can afford and slowly build up as you keep growing your business. Tip number 3 is invest in your environment. One of the big decisions I made was to finally move into my own office space. Not to say I didn't enjoy working from home, it was kind of nice that you could just wake up, walk 5 meters into your office and start working. But I noticed that I was having a really hard time differentiating when is my work time and when it's my home time. And now that I'm working in the office, I noticed that I can come to the office, focus on work, and then when I leave the office, I leave the work at the office, and when I go home, I can just enjoy being a husband and hang out with my wife. But not only did I just invest in an office space, but I also invested in having a good table and a nice chair. Thanks to Fully, I now have a standing desk so I can stand and work, and as well, I have an ergonomic chair that I can sit in when I no longer want to stand. That's gonna keep my back healthy because I noticed back home, I just had them ghetto wooden chair, and if you're sitting 6 to 8 hours a day there editing, your back really starts to hurt. So now I have a standing desk to stand, but I also have an ergonomic chair to sit in. And the reason I wanted to get a standing desk is, well, I just read an article recently and it said that if you sit on an average of 3 hours a day, you will cut off 2 years of your life expectancy. And for me, that was crazy because I can sometimes sit 6 to 8 hours a day editing and sitting at my desk. That means I'm gonna lose like 4 to 5 years of my life. So I was like, heck no, I'm not gonna be sitting anymore at the desk. I'm gonna get a standing desk, start standing, burn more calories, be more healthy, all that great stuff. So thank you so much, Fully, for hooking me up with a table and a chair. Guys, if you are interested in this really sleek looking table, make sure you click the link below. I'll make sure to link the web shop for Fully so you can check out the table as well. All right, guys, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I am so stoked to be finally moved into my office and have this all set up. I'm so excited to be creating such amazing new content for you guys to inspire you and to help you guys learn more about filmmaking and photography. If you guys like this video, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and welcome to the community. I'm out, guys.